Morning, everybody. It's Mike again with Heart to Home Devotional, and today we're going to talk about perspective. Back in 2005, after Hurricane Katrina, our church sent down a team to help out with the recovery, and we hooked up with Calvary Gulf Coast to work with some of the people in their church that were hit pretty hard, and we got taken around and looked at the devastation and just all the craziness that went on for those few days while they were being flooded out, and the hurricane had come in and left. And we went to this one place called Bay St. Louis, and it was the hardest hit part. You didn't hear about them. You heard mostly about New Orleans, but it was the hardest hit part of Hurricane Katrina. And so we took a tour of that place, and we were going around looking at the devastation, and there's a couple things that stuck out to me, and one was a Ford truck. This 22-foot wall of water, storm surge, came in, and this red Ford truck had rolled with the tide coming in and then rolled when the tide came back out. There wasn't a section of that truck that wasn't dented, damaged, bent, battered, or bruised. And there, of course, there was a bunch of houses that were destroyed or damaged really bad. And one thing that really caught my eye was, being at a bay right there was a boat that came in on the surge water. And when the surge water went back out, this boat just dropped right in between this clump of trees. Not a scratch on the boat. But the only way they're going to get that boat out was to cut down these trees. And it was just amazing to me. And we went around the corner, and there was this sign on a piece of plywood, and it quoted a verse. And it was in Job. And it says, Job 1:21, naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will leave this life. Lord gives, and Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And then verse 22 says, throughout all this, Job did not sin or blame God for anything. And I was just amazed at the perspective of these people. They had plans. I'm sure that, we live in a nice place here, because it was a very nice place, or it was. And they had plans and dreams and things that they wanted to do and things they'd already done. And it was just amazing to me, the perspective they had of, God's in control. And in Proverbs 16:9, it says, a man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. And then in Proverbs 19:21, it says, there are many plans in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the Lord's counsel, that will stand. So it's just telling us that no matter what happens in our life, no matter what plans we've made, as long as we're trusting in God, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. In Joshua 1:9, it says, have I not commanded you, be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid nor dismayed, for the Lord God is with you wherever you go. And our final verse is Proverbs 3:5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not upon your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. I went back to Mississippi 3 times and helped people out, and a perspective of a lot of those people were, hey, we live in a place that this thing happens, and we just trust in God. And we were there to help them rebuild and to get back on their feet, and they just wanted to talk. So the pastor there, Pastor Steve, told us, hey, if these people just want to sit down and talk, you're not really there to build their houses back. You're there to minister to them. And as the Lord ministers through you to them, that's where your perspective is, and that's where their perspective is. And they blessed us a lot. We were going down there to bless them. But in doing so, we were blessed very much, trusting in God, knowing that He gives and He takes away, but He's still God and He still loves you. Have a great day. Thank you.